Good evening, good evening. It's your boy, Mr. First and 15th from the syllabus.org. Again, we are on Facebook. Check out my blog, Mr. First and 15th.blogspot.com for more interviews. This one interview actually was my very first interview, which was actually a phone interview from someone that been kind of keeping a little track on the last couple of years because this person has inspired me some years ago when I saw this person perform on television. Uh, Again, I had the honor and pleasure to talk with this person as I never thought I would come in contact with this person to actually have a conversation. But it's great because there is some sort of relation um, as far as music is concerned, the spirit of the goodness of God and what can take place if you believe and spread and share love and honesty, truthfulness, fairness to everyone. It's a phone interview. I'm going to go ahead and play it here in just a second. But before I do that, I want to give a couple of credits where credit is due. Again, hats off to the individuals that never made it. People that are suffering, hats off to the family. Prayers and condolences go out to them as well. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let you listen to this audio. Again, there is no video to really be concerned about watching, but just listen up. Again, this is another interview with a few questions. Again, I need to pay credit where credit is due. Thank God for individuals like this young lady. To keep everything kosher, as I said before, I'd like to give a few credits to Tulani. That's Tulani. Tulani. Give credit to her team, Tony Small and Geno Regist. I believe if I pronounced that correctly. Don't hurt me if I didn't. It's again, that's Geno Regist and Tony Small. Again, thank you so very much for the opportunity, and once again to Tulani. Again, Tulani is also available on several different sites. www.tulanionline.com. She's also on iTunes, Amazon, and Spotify. She also works with the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington, anti-bullying campaigns. She's also worked on an album, actually EP, with a couple of tracks called BU, featuring the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Washington, D.C. Without further ado, I'll go ahead and let you know about another person who believes in the realness of faith and God and being you and trusting in yourself as far as the limits, because there is no limit. You know, we say think outside the box. There's no box. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and let this play for a few moments. I'll go ahead and start it kind of in the interview here. Just let it play out a few moments, and then I'll check back with you in a moment. So listen up. There's some good information on here. It's great. Tulani.
Great. That's awesome. And as you did say, and it's a lot about being you. And as you mentioned, the Boys and Girls Club, there's a track or two, or maybe even three that you just put together. I believe it's called Be You. Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about that Be You? Sure. The title of the EP is called Be You, and really it stems from one of the songs. The first song is on the EP called Be You, which is an anti-bullying, self-empowerment anthem about being just you, because everybody is different and it's a beautiful thing, and we can't be somebody else because you were made to be you. And so that's the opening song, and that's kind of what the whole theme of the anti-bullying campaign is. The Boys and Girls Club is just really just wanting to teach kids and show them and even encourage them to be comfortable with who they are, and for everybody to respect each other's differences. and Never the Diva. And the third one is called I Have a Dream, which is about following your dreams and going to every so everything that you have to go through and every challenge that you're going to face in life, don't keep that dream in sight. And it's really amazing because the kids actually sang on two of the three songs. Wow. And featured on it. They were absolutely amazing. And it was truly a pleasure and honor to work with them and make them a part of the process.
Great.
Sometimes it's just something you just want to go back to the Boys and Girls Club where the Washington to help fund their arts program. We're also going to be donating a portion of proceeds to help that down to children's fund. Because this whole process is really about pouring back into our kids and because they are the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Which brings me to my next question. What do you think about our precious older generation and what can or have you learned from them? And as well as that question, what can you give that advice to any of our younger generation?
Oh my goodness, I've learned so much from older generations growing up, and you listen to when you listen to the wisdom of your grandparents and the wisdom of your parents and the wisdom of the older people of your community, and they've already experienced so much. Parents are great teachers. So the wisdom and the experience that they give you is incredible. And just to take from someone an adult who really taught me so much. My father taught me so much about music. He taught me so much about life. And one thing my father taught me was to always go for my dreams, to never give up. And that he predicted that there would be obstacles despite my experience of those obstacles. He told me there would be obstacles.
Yes.
He said, keep persevering and you keep hold strong to your determination.
Absolutely.
And I don't think they're possible.
That's right.
Encouragement from older people. And then working with doing a lot of work with the kids, the Boys and Girls Club, and the Boys and Girls Club or other kids that I work with. What you learn from them is to enjoy life. Like a child, just enjoy life. Just the energy of a child is just inspiring. So between the two, our young and older generations, that intergenerational connection,
yes.
You learn to enjoy life, and you also learn to not give up on anything.
Absolutely. Great, absolutely, and I cannot concur with you anymore. And it sounds like Dan knew what he was talking about because I can absolutely relate to that. What does love of family mean to you?
Love of family is everything. It is everything. And I come from a big one. I have 6 siblings. So I grew up with a lot of people. And it's really wonderful because love of family, at the end of the day, you know that no matter what, when you're at your lowest point or when you're at your darkest hour, that that family is going to be there for you. But you also know that family's always going to be honest with you. And even when you're messing up or you're making mistakes, family is the one that, as my mother told me, you either hear from me who loves you or you hear from somebody else. But it's actually the truth. Like, this is something that you need to work on. And so that's the beauty of family, is just pure honesty. And at the end of the day, the people, the group of entity of people that you know that at the end of the day will always consistently have your back.
Absolutely. I cannot concur with that anymore. I mean, now, a lot of us go through different things in our lives, and we face different challenges, as you said, and I'm a firm believer of the Bible, which is the best book ever written, and in my personal opinion. And I read, one of my favorite books of the Bible is the book of James, and we kind of talk about trials and tribulations, and that's how I know that your dad knew what he was talking about. The book of James strictly talks about trials and tribulations, but he's telling you, hey, I'm telling you, there's gonna be these days, but you gotta look for me, and I'm gonna see you through it no matter what. That's great. That's what I love the most. Now, speaking of
Have you ever thought about how you would like to be treated? And this is for the younger generation as you transition into your what I call twilight years. And what I mean by twilight years, as you grow into yourself and find out more about who you are. What kind of advice would you give to our youth as far as that's concerned? What kind of treatment can they expect or should they expect? It goes back to the theme of the EPDU and the anti-bullying campaign, but the growth of it. And to find that there are these moments or these light bulbs that go off where you really begin to discover who you are. And you're such a great that you can point this off until you're 25 years old. We're constantly growing and we're constantly learning things about ourselves. And to embrace it. Correct. To embrace who you are. And there may be things about you that are not, they're different. They're not what, is the norm or it's, it's kind of like a part of a minority. But embrace that because that's who you are. And the older you get, you learn more things like the market goes on, then everybody knows what they want to be when they grow up. Some people know as little kids that I want to be a doctor. It changes. It might change. What you say as a kid might change. But it should be. My uncle taught me once, he said, turn your passion into your making, turn it into a do every single day, regardless if you got paid or didn't get paid, and turn it into your making. And sometimes there are a lot of challenges attached to that, because it can be something that is not easy to attain. But that's who you are as you grow constantly and consistently in the way you. Yes, absolutely. And of course, these questions kind of run into one and the same. Now, and I can already tell what the answer will be, but last but not least, what motivates you? Now, we talked about everyone and what really motivates you? We know we talked about, okay, well, I'm working with the kids and, my dad. What is the spunk? what is the one thing of the spunk that gets you going every day? Wow. There's a couple of things. Let's sum it up. When you find what your passion is in life, which is for me, music. And to be able to take the passion that I have in life is music. Yes. And my goal is to take my passion and have an impact on people. To make people feel good. Because music, when I was a kid, made me so good. It made me the broad emotions in me, the broad emotions of happiness, the broad emotions of, even sadness, but it was, during the time of very difficult times in my life, like when my father passed away. Right. It was music that brought me kind of comfort and peace. And so, music is powerful, it's universal language, and to be able to have that as a passion in life and be able to impact, and the goal or the mission is to be able to impact universally. That, to me, that's the driving force, and that's the motivation, is to be able to do something positive with my passion. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great. Hey, listen up.
And there you have it, folks. I don't really have anything else to say. Once again, you heard from somebody else who never gave up, being themselves, have passion, and keep going. So, Tulani, thank you very much. I really appreciate you. God loves you. Love you too. Everybody, see you next time. Till then, you never know who you're going to see. Check the blog spot.